Hey everyone, this is Jack Mahoney. He is the best realtor in Nashville. And Jack, what I'm curious about to hear from you is about the rate sensitivity of buyers today. Obviously, we've talked a lot over the past 6 months to a year. And also, the United States has been in an interesting market for a while because there's not a lot of activity going on. And what I was really interested to hear from you a few months ago is that at kind of unusual times of year, a lot of buyers might come online when rates move down. So it seemed like particular points in those rates was unlocking a lot of interest. And I'm just kind of curious to learn more about that. Do you see that still? And what do you think about the effect of the rate environment on the market going forward, given what you've seen in the past 12 months?
Yeah, there certainly is rate sensitivity with buyers in the market. I would say over the last year or so, when we've seen a significant or noteworthy reduction in mortgage rates, that has correlated with a spike of buyer activity. I will say as well that there has been activity throughout the last year, even with mortgage rates being high. There's slightly less activity when rates bump up. The homes sell every day.
Mm-hmm.
So people are still out buying homes. I think what is becoming or has become more prevalent are closing costs assistance or seller credits to assist with a rate buy down. Something that's very common is that those are almost a part of every deal.
Is that one of the main adjustments that you've seen from the market, that concession on rates are increasingly common? Or is that kind of the new normal for the market that you're seeing with your buyers and sellers?
I would say it's very normal. One area of real estate that I'm seeing it very commonly in are new construction homes. So especially for some of the big box builders who are making large developments at one time, it's almost guaranteed that they're offering a pretty substantial credit to any buyer for a rate buy down or closing costs, which I think is interesting because I think it actually really affects the pricing of the house. If you list the house for $500, but you're offering $25,000 in closing costs, then what is the price of that house? So that's an interesting market segment, I suppose. More recently, though, in the last couple weeks, what I thought has been interesting is I've heard more comments from buyers regarding market uncertainty, not just with rates. So it has been mainly about rates for the last year or so. I mean, even longer, since rates went under 3% and went higher again. Now it's about the economy as a whole. I've heard that comment a handful of times in the last 2 weeks. There's a conflict going on in the Middle East. There's all these headlines in the news that are scaring some people. Mortgage rates jumped back up, and people seem a little uncertain.
If you're interested in learning more, go to urbangatecapital.com.